planner extraordinaire, Gabriela Espinosa. She's actually joining us on site from the hotel in Puerto Vallarta.
This
So we will,
is, oh, sorry.
we'll be stopping kind of in the midway with Gabriela, a little bit of information about the weddings. So get your questions ready for her. She is on site. And we'll stop in the middle a little bit for questions. And then, of course, again, if you have more at the end. So Sabrina's going to toss this up for us. Let's go.
Yes, I am. Yes. We're going to give the agents just a minute to start signing in. Thanks everyone for joining us. Belleville. My grandparents lived in Belleville, Ontario. We have Manitoba in the house. Lots of amazing spoiled agents. How did you guys enjoy the TA month of spoiling, guys? Did you see Sheraton's amazing video? It was so well done. Unbelievable. It was really, we had 31 days and every single day we had a different supplier. Of course, the most amazing Sheraton Buganvilias Resort and Convention Center was there to spoil you all as well. And we're going to be announcing those winners in on the 11th of June. We're so excited to be here with you today. One of my personal favorite properties. I actually have stayed here not once, but twice. Once when I was itty bitty. I had dreadlocks actually from the beach there, the braids. Itty bitty, I say like a teenager. And the bellman who worked there is still there today. So I went back last year with my mom and had the most amazing time at this beautiful property. Just the location, the food, the service. I think that their staff has one of the longest tenure in all of the destination. And for me, being a hotelier at heart, that was really wonderful to hear and just to get reacquainted. The property is phenomenal. So I'm so glad to have everyone here today across from Canada, the US of A, of course, live on LinkedIn and YouTube, and everyone in Facebook land. We really appreciate you taking the time to be with us. We are going to get started just after a couple housekeeping notes. In case you're new here, we record every single session. So don't you worry if you want to come back and view or show it to your perfect bride that wants to know about getting married in Vallarta. This will be a great webinar to show them, and it will live right on the Sheraton page in Spoiled Agent. I'll share those links with you. Now, if you have any questions, you don't have to ask questions, but if you have questions, now these are the pros. Laura Lee, how long have you been with Sheraton Bougainvilleas?
Oh my God. All together, over 20 years.
Over 20 years. And Gabriela, you're the expert. You're a wedding planner, right?
Yes, that's correct. I'm wedding planner on site from this beautiful hotel, and I have been here 1 year and a half.
You see, so these ladies know their stuff. So ask us those questions, please, if you have any, and we will do a Q&A session. If there's a bunch of them for weddings in the middle, maybe we'll take a break and do the Q&A. Otherwise, we'll just do them at the very end. We'll ask all the questions that there might be. Now, of course, if you are on any of the social channels, only the social channels, please let us know you're tuning in and share your email with us. If you're here on Zoom, don't worry, we already have your email. And there is a phenomenal prize. Do either of you ladies want to say what it is, or shall I?
You go right ahead.
Okay, well, that's a 2-night stay for two. So you could bring your favorite spoiled agent person. Just saying.
Mhm.
I'm joking. It's a 2-night stay for two. So you can bring whoever you'd like. And actually, that includes breakfast. And that is a bed and breakfast plan, the B&B plan at the beautiful Sheraton Bougainvillea. So nice weekend getaway. A complimentary 2-night stay is going to go to one lucky agent who stays on all the way until the end of the presentation. So please stay tuned with us. And you know what? There's lots of great things coming your way. So I won't keep you at all. Just to let you know that that prize, today is Tuesday, that prize, the raffle and everything should be completed by Friday this week, if not sooner, and you'll be contacted. So watch out for a phone call from either Vallarta or Canada or the USA, because that might be you going to the Sheraton in Puerto Vallarta. So without further ado, I will let you get started, Laura Lee.
Good morning again. And also to follow up on Sabrina, remember that if you are the lucky winner, you can add days at our agent rate.
Oh, that's right. And you have a phenomenal agent rate. I'll send that link through
Yeah,
as well.
Sabrina
Thank you for
has the
that.
links. So for those of you who haven't sat in on this, I just want to give you a little bit of background on this hotel. The Sheraton Buganvilias is a privately owned hotel. We've been open since 1982. What's great about this hotel is, yes, we're a Sheraton. Yes, we're in Marriott Bonvoy, all of those programs that your customers love. But we also have a personal touch. The families from Guadalajara, since 1982, they have had a family member live on site at the hotel. I think that's really incredible. That means that the personal family touch is there, in addition to all of the standards of Marriott, Bonvoy, Sheraton, etc. I'm going to give you an example. I was there oh God, I can't, 2004. Oh my God, 20 years ago. And the licenciada, the daughter of the owners, was living there. And I was going in for breakfast, and she was in the ladies' room behind the Villita breakfast restaurant, hair, makeup, heels, full makeup. And she was rearranging the flowers, the gladiola in the bathroom. That's how much of a personal touch. Now, the other thing great is, hotels around the world, especially Mexico, Hawaii. Oh, it used to be this, it used to be that, it used to be this. The Sheraton Buganvilias has always been the Sheraton Buganvilias from day one. It's in the same location. It's been in since day one. No, no confusion. So with that, I'm going to get you in the mood a little bit for Mexico. So you can see, obviously, we're right on the beach. If you look over here, you can see we're a 4-diamond AAA hotel. The airport is up here. You have the airport, marina, the zona hotelera, and we are the last major hotel before here you are right on the Malecon. So it's a few minutes walk. Again, I highly recommend you just take a taxi for a couple of minutes. And the Malecon is now car free, so that's great. But we are the last major hotel. You saw that we have great views, and yes, it is a nice sandy beach. Some comments have been coming around lately that it's a rocky beach. It's not. It's beautiful. And after any major storm, we often bring in nice fresh sand. So there you go for that. Downtown, the great thing about PV is that Puerto Vallarta was a colonial town before it became a destination for leisure. So it's got the real Mexican charm that kind of frankly lacks, I think, in some of the other destinations. They are places that some of them were literally cut out of the jungle to be created as a destination for tourism, like Waikiki. And, Puerto Vallarta still retains its historic charm. You can see the Malecon, you can see the beaches, and it's got the romantic zone, the historic zone, the colonial areas. I have been traveling to Puerto Vallarta and Mexico for the last 40 years. I was an exchange student in Guadalajara, and I have come many, many years ago to decide that Puerto Vallarta is my favorite destination for a couple of reasons too. It's great for honeymooners. It's great for singles. The South Romantic Zone is very, very LGBTQ friendly. And it's also super family friendly, but it doesn't close at 9 o'clock. So when my kids were little, we used to go to Mazatlan a lot. And honestly, there was not much to do after 9 o'clock if you had kids. So we kind of settled on Mazatlan. My kids grew up coming to, or not Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta. My kids grew up coming to Puerto Vallarta. They love it. So it's great for families. It's great for singles. It's great for LGBTQ. Obviously, we're going to talk about fabulous, fabulous for weddings. Okay, there it is. So that's just from the Puerto the business CVB. That gives you some ideas for some of the other things you can do around the area within day trips, that kind of thing. Let me see if I can get this to go forward. Hello. There we go. Okay, so there's the new entrance. Post-COVID, we put a $12 million upgrade in renovations and freshening up all of our public areas as well as our rooms. So you can see that. Okay, why can't I see this? There we go. Okay, so here's a view from a room. So as you can see, I want to point out this jetty. We're going to talk about this a little bit, and Gabriela is going to talk about this with our weddings. How beautiful would it be to get married out literally in the middle of the Banderas Bay? There's also, this is a really great, can you see this here, Sabrina? Right here, this grass area, it's in the shape of a heart. I always love that because they can actually get married right there if they don't, if it's a small wedding. But also I've seen them do rehearsal dinners there, cocktail hours, and a lot of events for corporate and conventions too. So those are options. We do have the largest convention space in Puerto Vallarta, but that also enables Gabriela to be very, very flexible on a wedding. If they're here during the rainy season, we can move them indoors. So that, and you see this big sandy beach. I have seen them do a sit down dinner for over 400 people on that beach. So when we are talking about conventions, meetings, weddings, we can do it for 2 people or 400. I actually watched them sitting from the pool right here one time, setting up for 425 people. They hired 42 extra people for that week and actually had a service dinner. So we can do the big, we can do the small. And that's one of the things I love. And you can see to the left down here, the Malecón is right there in front of you. So again, one of the best locations in Puerto Vallarta. Obvious. Okay, now we're going to talk about the beach. That is really a true representation. Sandy, beautiful beaches. And one thing that I like to bring up about the beaches is a lot of agents, especially if you haven't been to Mexico a lot, we hear about the vendors, the vendors, the vendors. The vendors at our hotel are not allowed to yell at your guests or talk to your guests unless your guest comes out physically onto the sand. So that means they can have a peaceful day at the pool. They're not going to be harassed. Yes, they're there, but they are not allowed on property. They know that. We know that. There's a security guard right there. So if they want to go and exchange with the vendors, they can have a great time. Oh, thank you for the clap. I agree. Although I love bargaining. My days are past. I think I've bought everything I can in Mexico, but if you ever need me, I'll come down and negotiate for you. Okay, so we have 3 great plans, and I love this because back in the day, the hotel and downtown hotels did not want to do the all-inclusive, but they are now. And honestly, that is the best value for your client. That increases your commission, and honestly, it's only about $75 more a day. And why would you not pre-sell that? It includes breakfast, lunch, dinner. It includes liquor from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., including poolside. It includes the fiesta night on Thursdays, which are running like $50 a person, and that's breakfast. I mean, I'm sorry. The fiesta night includes dinner, drinks, dessert, a great show, ballet folklorico, and it's outside. And then again, if it's raining, we can move it inside because we have so much convention space. And also our Sunday brunch, which is considered the best Sunday brunch in Puerto Vallarta. Over the years, I have had friends who actually rep other hotels, and they agree with me. We have the best Sunday brunch in Puerto Vallarta. Again, that could run $50 a pop. Fiesta night, $50 a pop. You know they're going to spend $50 on beverages and a Coco Loco a couple times a day. So certainly pre-sell the all-inclusive, but also if they just don't want to do that, they can do just breakfast only, as one of you will be winning this week, or the EP plan, which is just the room. So they have all of those options. You can see here's the beautiful new updated lobby, tech center, currency exchange. All of our staff are bilingual. They're super friendly. They're super nice. And I'm going to give you one little story that happened. I don't know, Sabrina, if I shared this with you. The staff, as Sabrina said, we have one of the longest tenured staff anywhere in Puerto Vallarta. I'm going to go back to 2002. Hurricane Kena closed our resort for almost 2 years. We were closed longer than any other hotel in Puerto Vallarta. I know that the owners of this hotel paid their staff that entire time. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That is incredible. And so some of these people have been there 20, 30 years. And we were there last spring. And my husband managed to lose his iPhone in the taxi going down to the Malecon. Let me just tell you, it was hysterical. Keystone cops running around as my daughter's tracking the phone in PV, trying to find this taxi. Absolutely hilarious. Within 30 minutes, the bellman at the hotel had tracked down the taxi driver, and he was back at the hotel with my husband's brand new $2,000, however much an iPhone costs these days, in his hand. I also found out that our hotel's taxis are numbered. So we're a 7, so they knew how to narrow it down. And they had my husband's iPhone back to him in under an hour. I'm going to say under an hour. And I think that that speaks to the service at our hotel, but it also serves to the longevity of our staff. Those people know everybody. They know how to connect with the people they need to. And I just think that that is top shelf. Okay, the deli here. This is one of the few things that's not included in the all-inclusive, but it is right off the elevator and right off the lobby and the lobby bar. So they do have pastries, light sandwiches, and of course, Starbucks. I live in Seattle. I'm in Seattle, home of Starbucks. So I think it's funny that after all these years, you can get Starbucks anywhere in the world. But this is one of the few things that is not included in the all-inclusive. We'll talk about that. Well, I think we already did. So I'm going to skip that a little bit. Restaurants. We have 6 full-time restaurants, 4 bars, and lots of other swim ups, that kind of thing. We're going to talk about those quickly. Punta Sal. This one opened last year. It actually is out on the beach. So, and it's absolutely spectacular. Obviously, primarily seafood. Best seafood platter I've ever seen in my life. The seafood platter and part of this menu is not included on the all-inclusive, but it is quite clearly marked. For me, it was worth going off all-inclusive to have the seafood platter. Absolutely spectacular. Now you can see it's out on the beach, up on a platform, and those views are unmatched. You can see all the way north, all the way out, all the way south. There's a few examples of some of the cuisine, just top shelf, best seafood I've had in many years. And I live in Seattle. We're known for seafood. Gaviotas. Oh my gosh. Last year we won top fine cuisine restaurant in Mexico, in the whole country. And this is on site at our hotel. This is a restaurant, and it is included, believe it or not, in the all-inclusive. And it's a 5 to 6 course dinner. It has a nice view of the beach, but very more high-end reservations required for this one. But I think it's pretty impressive that a family-owned hotel won the award for top fine dining in Mexico. That's Gaviotas. This one does require reservations as well. Then we have, okay, there you go, 5-course menu, wine tasting sommelier, live piano, and a la carte. That is still Gaviotas. And then the buffet, this is where your breakfast, your lunch, Sunday brunch. La Villita is out overlooking both pools on each side. This is where I saw the owner's daughter fixing the flowers behind this restaurant. And we'll talk about this restaurant a little bit regarding views also. But this one's breakfast, lunch, dinner. This is buffet or a la carte. So if you don't want to stand in line, they will do table service as well. But this is where this is going to be their base. This is your base for breakfast, lunch, dinner, 7 days a week. And they do change a couple nights a week so that it's not the same every day. They'll have, different nights for Mexican or Japanese and sometimes Chinese. They'll do some of those things. So these are the small little restaurants: La Pergola, Pizzeria, Al Fresco. And those are rotating, the Al Fresco and the Pergola. Pergola is your swim up bar, basically, and that's your burgers and chips and guacamole. And believe it or not, they bring the pizzas from the Al Fresco right out to your poolside if you like. And the pizzas are really good. They're really great. They're not frozen, they're fresh. They're absolutely much more than you expect at a hotel or at your poolside. Absolutely, these guys are great. The trattoria changes from seafood to pasta different nights of the week. So again, changing it up a little bit so that people just want to stay at the hotel their entire stay, they're not going to get bored. We have so many options. The lobby bar. This honestly is one of my favorite places to hang out. It looks over the beach. There's the walkway down, and so there's a nice breeze. They have live music on many evenings, and they have light appetizers. I've sat here many a time in the afternoon when there's the little afternoon tropical showers during the rainy season. But it's very family friendly as well. A great staff, and they're just wonderful. And then the meeting rooms are just behind there, if you can see over here, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. The Embarcadero, 100 tequila brands, 100 wine selection, mixology. This is right beyond. If you look here, this is the lobby bar, and then here's the Embarcadero. It's right here. So it's really close. It also overlooks the beach. This is my daughter and her new fiance just loved this, and they had some espresso martinis, that kind of stuff. So that's another great option right off the lobby again. And then the ceviche pools, Palapa, Careta, the swim up bars. Um, Eduardo, we had him last year. I think he's been there for over 30 years. Again, as Sabrina said, we have really long-term staff, and there's a reason. They treat them right. They're good people, and it's a great location and a great popular. And again, the barbecue, the burgers, and the pizzas. I mean, you can get that all right there, sitting in your lounge chair all day. Oh, the Maeve Spa. This is part of our renovation after COVID, our $12 million upgrade. In the old days, we literally had one of those, what you would expect with the little push door and just tile floors and a couple little stalls with, for massage, etc. This private label Maeve Spa was nominated for the best spa in Latin America last year. That's pretty impressive as well. And I sacrificed an entire day to do research just for you. And with any spa treatment, it includes the hydrotherapy, which is the hot, cold plunge. It's like 7 different dip spas. I think we have some pictures here. And then, of course, all of the top new and emerging treatment plans, but it's based on Maeve, which is ancient Mayan culture, some of the traditional spa treatments as well. Absolutely beautiful. It's probably 4 times the size of our old spa. So again, nominated for one of the best spas in Latin America last year. There you can see the hydrotherapy spas I was talking about. And we also opened a Vita, and I think you saw in some of the videos, the couples therapy villas. We have 3 of them, I believe, and they're kind of tucked in between the pools, but they're surrounded by plants. There's total privacy, and it's inside or outside. So that's added, and that's another wonderful thing you can add to your wedding package. I just pre-bought a spa massage experience for one of my daughter's friends that got married at the hotel they were planning to spend their honeymoon at. And that's something that Gabriela can include when we're talking about weddings. Or if you want to do a spa girls getaway, have a group, you can contact me, and we can certainly include like a $200 or $300 spa certificate included in the package. So you can do that for a girls getaway, a bridal shower, or as Gabriela is going to answer your questions, if you book a wedding here, we can include spa packages for the bride and groom, or a spa party for the entire wedding party, etc. But that's a really nice thing to think about too when you're selling. In this day and age, kids are getting married a little older, excuse me. My daughter's 33. We just picked a wedding venue yesterday, but it was really fun to buy one of her friends an actual spa treatment for her and her new husband on their honeymoon. So that's a great thing for you to think about too. Here we go. So this is, we talked about all that about the spa, the kids, but we also added a new bridal suite, and that is for the bride and her wedding party to get ready. And Gabriela can bring in hair, makeup, photography, flowers, anything that they need, and arrange everything from start to finish with you. And remember too that you do get paid a commission for the wedding, but you also get commission on the group block. So if you have 30 rooms, you're going to get commission on the wedding, but you're also going to get commission on the rooms. So there's money to be made. And I have to honestly, having just booked a wedding venue yesterday here in Seattle area, destination weddings can be actually a savings over the prices we're paying up here. Matter of fact, my daughter decided to get married in Seattle instead of San Francisco, picked a very nice venue, and it was half the price of California. And I'm going to tell you, the Sheraton is going to be less than half of what it is up in Seattle. So don't be afraid to sell destination weddings. You have Gabriela at your fingertips. She's an expert at helping you plan everything from start to finish. And I'm here to connect you with her and answer any questions in between. I did add a couple of pictures here. This is one of my favorite. You saw the jetty in the beginning. I just think that this is spectacular. And I wanted to put this aerial shot so you could see. And there's a lot of different layouts. And I'm going to ask if anybody has questions for Gabriela. I'm going to pass it over to her.
Yes, this is a beautiful location, as you mentioned. This is a beautiful and favorite location that is the jetty with the where the ceremony can be part. You will have the amazing ocean view, and also you will enjoy the amazing sunset that we have here at Puerto Vallarta. And here at the jetty, we have a capacity for 100 guests. So if you're looking for a huge space to do the wedding, the destination wedding, this will be an amazing option. And also we have another venues, or for example, if your couple are looking to have or to celebrate the wedding at the sand, we can do it. So here at the hotel, we have 4 different venues where the party can be done, and you don't need to be worried about it, because we will make everything perfect, and we will do the couple as happy as you can imagine. Also, I don't know if you have more photos, Lorelei. And here, for example, we will send you the wedding brochure. We have 4 different package. As Lorelei mentioned, we can do weddings for 2 people and also 100 and more. So we are a specialist to do that. And we are so happy to have new clients and new couples staying here with us and be in charge of all the details, that we know that the weddings are the most special days for the couple. So we need to have everything perfect and everything as happy as the couple can be.
And I know I see the emails in Puerto Vallarta. Gabriela hosts a lot of brides and grooms so they can come down and inspect the property, go over everything with them. Also, I know that Sabrina is going to link the wedding package, more information on your website in under Sheraton Vallarta. But I encourage you to look on our website under weddings. There are so many options for this display, this beautiful display area in the arc and the excuse me, Gabriela, some of the beautiful presentations for the actual spot there on the end to get married. They're just absolutely stunning. And I really, if you plan weddings, or if you're afraid to plan them, please don't, because you have Gabriela as your right hand to take care of everything right there on site for you. But there is a section in our website under weddings, and you can see so many of the beautiful options. Also, they can do couples massages right out there where you see the wedding at the end. We also, with our spa, we do add do some what you can do like afternoon sunset type of spas there as well. Sabrina, do we have any questions for Gabriela right now?
Excuse me. Yeah, sure. We can ask some questions for Gabriela. Let's see. Okay, what up? Yes, I'll go ahead. Are you ready, Gabriela?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. So how about Catholic ceremonies?
Oh, sorry, what was the question?
Do you host Catholic ceremonies?
No, we couldn't, because we don't have like this part of the church, like the permission, but we can do symbolic and legal ceremonies. And we are
Okay.
really near to three famous church here at Puerto Vallarta. The one is Nuestra Señora del Refugio. It is 5 minutes away from the hotel. And we have the most popular that it's Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe, that it's 10 minutes away from the hotel. We
Okay.
can have the religious ceremony outside, and then we can have a symbolic or legal ceremony here at at Sheraton, sorry.
Perfect. Lorly, will you continue the presentation about does it go back to weddings or is this the end of the presentation just
This
so the
is the end of
agents
the
know?
wedding part. This is the end of the
The
wedding.
wedding part. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll continue afterwards with the other part. Okay. Okay. Is there a way I can witness a wedding in person?
We can do it without problem. And the well, the best time to see a wedding here is from October to December. If you come and see in a weekend, you will see weddings on Fridays, Saturdays, and also some Sundays.
Okay, perfect. Link in chat. So anybody who wanted to see the brochure, it's in the link in the chat, either Spoiled Agent US or Spoiled Agent Canada. And then I think that okay, actually, what other venues do you have for weddings and how many weddings per day?
We can do maximum 2 weddings per day, and we have 4 venues. The first one is the Jetty, where where the ceremony can be. Also, we have the Hair Garden that is next to the Jetty, and this is a maximum capacity to 200 people. Also, we can do the ceremony or the reception at the beach, at the sun. And we have another space that we call Gaviota's Patio. It has an ocean view. It is a more private space, and we can do the weddings also here in that part.
The views of this property, no matter where you are just
Yeah.
unbelievable. I gotta tell you. Okay, can clients bring their own makeup artist, photographer, and there would be a fee for them?
Yes, they can bring their own makeup artist and also the photographer. But if the vendors are staying here at the hotel as the part of the group, we don't have any vendor fee. But if no, if they are like a local vendor, it will apply a fee of 300 USD dollars plus tax.
Okay. And someone else says, I'd love to have more info on the couple coming down before booking to inspect the resort as a possible venue for their wedding.
For
So I can
sure.
also leave that question there for you. So you'll get that in the report, Gabriela, and you'll have their contact information.
Yes, for sure.
Or is there anything you want to say about like packages for coming in advance, or do you handle that on a case-by-case basis?
We can have like the interview with the couple once is here inside, and we can talk about more their needs, or if you need to maybe to have a call to have a video conference with the agent and also the couple and I can be able to do it and select the perfect wedding package for the couple.
Okay. And then in terms of them coming to see the resort before they decide,
Yes, for sure. It
do
will be
you
a
have some kind of
consideration.
a package or do they just pay the rate and then book a meeting with you?
We have a preferred room rate, and I can do the
Okay.
night room. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so there is something. So I'll leave that email there for you. And then we
Yes.
can continue, Laura Lee. I think that's the only
Yeah.
wedding questions we have up until now.
Yeah.
But
So if you
agents,
have
if you have any questions of any kind, please keep them in the Q&A so we see them because they get buried, unfortunately, in the chat.
I just wanted to remind you also, because we have convention space, if you decide that you just aren't willing, you're in the rainy season, whatever, Gabriela has access to indoor convention space. And I've actually seen them do a Mexican fiesta, move it inside. I've done it inside, I've done it outside. So we have that capability with the weddings as well. So we're going to keep going. And if you have more questions for Gabriela at the end, and you can always reach out to me about weddings if you can't find Gabriela's information, but Sabrina has it. But I'm always happy to connect you to Gabriela. We
Yes, we
talked
will be.
about Gabriela.
Oh, yes, we will be so happy to do a lot of wedding together.
There you go. So here is the actual, I said that we had new villas for couples massages and that kind of thing. So here's kind of that visual, and they can do it inside or outside. If they're outside, it is still screened and private. This is also new after COVID, the expansions. Full gym, open very early in the morning. My husband loves this. And it has a nice kind of jungle view, even though it's the garden. behind the restaurant, but it's a nice, you can see it's nice and cozy and air conditioned, and it's got a nice view, so they know they're in Puerto Vallarta. Okay, this is, I think, a great program, our Sheraton's Kids Club. It is free, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 7 days a week for ages 5 to 12. They do have, you can see on the left, they've got screens and a gaming area for the kids. They actually, I've seen them do the scavenger hunts dressed up as pirates on the beach. Um, Again, this is Wii, music, movies, Xbox, all that kind of stuff, all complimentary. And this is, again, in a nice air-conditioned unit right off the restaurant. So it's very centrally located, 9 to 5, 7 days a week. It is complimentary. So that's great if the kids want a break or you want to go into town for a little bit, that kind of thing. And also, we do offer in-room nanny service. That is not complimentary. It is by charge, but it can be reserved. So if the parents just want to get out for the evening, or even if they just want to have the Gaviotas experience at our fine dining restaurant, and they want the kids to be in the hotel room with supervision, and those are licensed caregivers, and as I understand it, they're mostly the Sheraton's staff. So if the kids were playing with them, that's going to be the same person that's going to be their nanny in the room. And again, that's by reservation at the front desk. Obviously, we have a tienda, lots of stuff, and that also has your toiletries and that kind of stuff, sandals and sunscreen, etc. And that's on site. Okay, I just think this is so important. If you look at this room, a lot of agents here, we got to have a balcony, got to have a balcony, got to have a balcony. This is a no balcony room, and if you saw the front of our hotel, you'll see it again in a minute. These are the rooms, our standard rooms, front floor to ceiling, wall to wall windows, and it's got the little alcove with table and chairs. And if you can see, I like this picture because it is not retouched. You can see that it opens from the waist up, so you can have that beautiful breeze. You can see the ocean, and it's unobstructed. And actually, the last time I was there, I had a room with a balcony. I have stayed in every room category in that hotel over the last 20, 25 years. I prefer the rooms without the balconies. So if that's something your clients are concerned about, look at this view. It's spectacular, and you can see the beach from your bed. Some of our balconies are solid, and so you can't see. You see the balcony, and then you see the sky. So honestly, I believe that this is a better view than some of our balconies, but we do have balconies. The other thing, room types. We go from the bottom to the top. So garden view, as you know, as travel advisors, garden view usually means no view or parking lot view, right? Okay, so our bottom 4 floors we call garden view, even though they are technically ocean view, because the palapas, the restaurants may be blocking them. You can see on the palm trees, I would say this is probably the 5th floor or the 6th floor, because we don't want to sell them a room that says full view and then the entire beach is blocked by palm trees or by palapas or by the pools. So you go garden view, sun terrace, ocean view, all the way up to Sheraton Club, which the top 3 floors are our concierge adults only. So yes, again, are very kid friendly, but we also accommodate the adults only top 3 floors Sheraton Club, and that includes complimentary continental breakfast, appetizers, and beer and wine and cocktails at 4 o'clock in the evening. So if they've been out in the pool all day, they go up and shower, say 3 o'clock. They can go up there at 5 p.m., have a cocktail. That's a double suite that's open completely all the way across. And they can sit there, look over the beach, decide whether they want to have their dinner at one of our wonderful restaurants or if they want to take the 3-minute ride into town. So I just really wanted you to see this view and understand garden view is the bottom 4 floors all the way up to Sheraton Club, which is the top. There we go. We just talked about that check-in, champagne, butler service, the lounge, breakfast. There you go. We do have the AAA 5-star diamond standards, which includes the sleep experience. I don't know why that went back. There you go. And we do have on-site tennis courts. We have on-site tennis pros. We do have access to golf. and we can set up the golf for them. There are pickleball courts nearby that we can give your clients the contact information for. I'm still working on getting some of these converted to pickleball. Trust me. They just celebrated in Washington here. Pickleball was actually founded here in Washington, very, very popular across the US. For now, we have the tennis courts, but hopefully one of these days we'll also add or convert a few of them into pickleball. But reach out to me if you have questions about that. And again, we do have access and visiting to many local golf areas, and we can help you set that up as well. Okay, we talked about this earlier, the fiesta night. I don't know if you know, but Jalisco is the origination of folklorico and mariachi. The national troupe of ballet folklorico is actually in Guadalajara, and mariachi was created and founded in Guadalajara, which is the state. In Jalisco, which Guadalajara is in the state of Jalisco, which is where Puerto Vallarta is also located. So again, this is a full evening: drinks, mariachi, folklorico, dancing, fireworks, dinner, the whole deal. And that is also, remember, included in our all-inclusive. Another fun view of Puerto Vallarta and all the things to see and do. Here's just a quick recap. 15 minutes walking distance. Well, yeah, but take a taxi because you're going to be hot and sweaty by the time you get there. But we are 10-15 minutes from the airport. 473 oceanfront rooms. And as we said, garden view, but all-inclusive EP and B&B. Talked about Maeve, the restaurants, room service, all of these things. 2 heated pools, Sheraton's Kids Club, Fiesta, Sunday brunch. There we go. I don't know what that was. Let's go back there for just a second. I'm going to skip that because I don't know what's going on there. Thank you. Remember that you do get, there's another, here we go. I'm going to go back. I want you to see that, but it's not working, so I'm going to skip it. But remember that we do have Facebook, SheratonVallarta.com. You can find me on Facebook at Laura Lee Graham. That is not my personal, that's my travel. And I always share posts from the hotel. But we also have a travel agent group. I'll get that link to Sabrina. I don't know why it's not showing up. It should be right there, but it's not. So I'm going to turn it back over to Sabrina. And if you have questions for Gabriela, here's your opportunity to speak with our wonderful wedding planner who's sitting there in Puerto Vallarta waiting to plan your next wedding.
Yay, Laura Lee, thank you so much. What a great presentation. The feedback has been unbelievable. And there was another guest like me who says they haven't been since 19 something. And I'm saying, go back, go back. I was so impressed and in love again with Vallarta as I had been the very first time I went. Look, now I got it, Laura Lee. No, I think we both have throat things today. It's the
Sorry,
season.
coffee.
Who knows why? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to blame my kids. But anyway, we appreciate all of you for coming. We have concluded the presentation, but we are going to do read out the Q&A at this point. I know I had some also on Facebook, so I'll answer that one that I had in regards to weddings, and then a few of the others. But if you have to run, we totally understand. You can catch the replay as well on the Spoiled Agent pages. I'm just going to throw that in. Do not forget that Sheraton has a great incentive and fantastic travel agent rates, as Laura Lee mentioned. And you can find more details about that on their page, of course. And so I'm going to go ahead with the questions. The first one I just want to find was on Facebook. Let me see, that was in the chat. Sorry, I copied it out of Facebook and then sent it somewhere. Let me see. Okay, so here we go. So they were wondering, forgive me, guys, it's lost because I put it in the chat. See, that's why we're not supposed to put it in the chat. Okay, let me see. So this was in regards to weddings. We said, okay, do prices of wedding packages change if you book the rooms through tour operator as a package or if you book direct through the resort?
Yes, the wedding package price change because we have a special like a package in like internal package to have the wedding and also the rooms. And if they book the rooms through a tour operator, it will be like a different prices. It will be like to quote a la carte package.
Okay, perfect. So what is the best way for them to book?
Directly with the hotel.
Okay, and
We
I
can have a special room block rate and then also the wedding package.
okay, and I see here that it's commissionable.
Yes.
It's commissionable at 10%. And also, spoiled agents, okay, clients will receive a special welcome amenity from April to October. So your guests traveling now till October 15th, you'll get a special welcome amenity. The details are on the page, but here I'm just going to throw it in the chat real quick. I think that's lovely. And that's just for spoiled agents. Aren't we special? So here you would just email Carolina if you have clients coming down, and there's Carolina's email, and they'll get a special welcome amenity. Okay, next question coming up. Can you
Can I
walk?
jump, Sabrina, real
Oh,
quick?
sorry, yeah.
I do have sometimes the agent absolutely, wants to use one of our preferred tour operators. We can still coordinate with them to make sure that they still get everything taken care of via Gabriela.
Of course, you know what? That's a great segue because someone else asked if we are with any tour operators. This was, I believe, a US agent, Consuela's asking, but I believe you're with tour operators in the US and Canada, right?
Yes, we have in Canada, we have WestJet, Sunwing, Transat, and Travel Brands. And in the US, we have Apple Leisure Group, ALG Vacations, and all of their subsidiaries. We also have Pleasant Holidays, Sun Country. And Apple Leisure Group includes FunJet, Travel Impressions, Southwest Vacations, Blue Sky Tours, United Vacations, and Vax.
Okay, perfect. So you can book this so easily in so many ways. Can you walk to the Malecón along the beach from the hotel?
Yes, I don't recommend it. It says 5 to 10 minutes. I've done it. You're hot and sweaty by the time you get there. But again, we are the last hotel on the major hotel zone before you hit the Malecón. But honestly, it's a 2 minute taxi drive. It's less than $5. So I recommend that. The walkways, the sidewalks aren't always fully flushed out. Again, yes, you can, but I don't recommend it.
Okay, maybe if someone's like a real keen walker, they would like it,
Yes. Or you want a nice,
right?
yeah, morning walk,
Yeah,
morning or evening walk, just to get out. Yes. But height of the day, no.
yeah. Okay, so for all inclusive, can they get the alcohol only at a certain time?
I was 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
That's a very long time. Okay,
Yes.
outside of those times, do they have to purchase it separately? I don't think you can after 11 p.m. have alcohol, or can
What
you?
I saw is once they've checked in, it's pretty much as soon as they're open. But again, the bars aren't open at 8 o'clock in the morning yet. So
Yeah.
if they're open, it's going to be on their all inclusive. They have their band that shows what their program is. So, but it's stated as 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay, and just so you know, I stayed there, like I mentioned, I stayed there April last year, and I
Mhm.
didn't pay anything for
No.
anything. So no, my boss, who's amazing at Spoiled Agent, treated us to a massage because it was around my birthday. But that was a birthday gift. Of course, you'd pay for the spa services. And wow, what a great spa. Okay, what is the best way for agents to market the property to clients?
That's a great question. I, I can help you. I can share with you some of these videos. I can certainly share these pictures. A lot of the pictures are on our on our website, but I find sometimes they're difficult to transfer into like a JPEG or some of those. So I have plenty of pictures I'm happy to share with you at any time. I can help you in any way you want. I would again say back to the very beginning, this is a hotel that is a Bonvoy Marriott product, but we're privately owned and operated. We own the building. We don't use a management company. We have people like Gabriela who are employees of our hotel. They're not contractors. They're not, so everybody you're working with are very invested. And but we do have over 450 rooms. So we've got the size, we've got all the restaurants, the all-inclusive, our location being just 3 minutes from the Malecon. And any of those other things that you need to, please reach out to me. You have my cell phone number, believe it or not. Sabrina has my personal cell phone number posted. And I'm always here. Like I said, based in Seattle, but I'm always here to help you if you have a group, if you want to do a wedding party, you want to do a bridal party, you want to do a bachelor party. I actually have a couple pictures of what they call in India a hen party. There was a group of young ladies who were going down just to spend the week together before the wedding festivities. And those, any of those things can be combined with the spa and meeting with Gabriela. So just call me and I'll help you brainstorm.
Perfect. And I just sent over another message to you on the chat, Laura Lee, if you can see that. And then here's the next question. How are food allergies handled?
Oh, there it is. Well, I don't know about the nut thing. I honestly, I don't know, but we do have, my husband is gluten free. We've never had any problems. There's a lot of vegetarian options. And I find that they're really, really responsive to that. So, Gaviotas is wine extra. No.
Okay, is wine extra? No. Yeah, I guess there was a bit of a confusion with the all-inclusive. The all-inclusive is a full all-inclusive. There's nothing that, sorry, go ahead, Laura Lee.
The only exception to that is at the Punta Sal, the new restaurant. And it's clearly marked. It's about a third of the menu is included and two-thirds is not. And it's very clearly marked. And like I said, that would be my recommendation to go off all inclusive because the seafood platter is spectacular. It serves two and it's about $45. So very
Oh,
reasonable.
wow.
Yeah. And
Okay.
it has lobster, octopus, the whole thing. So
Is there an adult-only property and an adult-only section?
the adult only section is the top 3 floors, the towers.
Okay. And is the beach swimmable? I
Yes.
went in. It was awesome.
I have two. Um, 50 plus beautiful destination. Yes. Preview option as well for client. Okay, that's something. Email me, Lakeisha, privately, and I can set that up for you.
Are you,
5 day 4 spa girls trip. Patricia,
sorry. Wait,
sorry.
wait one sec, Laura Lee. I'm not
Okay,
sure where
yep.
you're at. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay, so I think you read out the one from Diane.
yes.
This looks like, okay, so I'll leave that for you and then you can see their email and everything.
Okay.
Or I can have them email you, whatever you like.
Yeah, if you can send me these, that'd be great. But any of these,
Yeah.
any of the spa package, any of that kind of stuff, ladies and gentlemen, shoot me an email and we'll connect you. I can connect you. And like I said, the spa night package, girls trip, those are the kinds of things where we can say, okay, we're going to book that. And either whether you book it through the tour operator or direct, we can still add a spa package included in your pricing. And
Okay, perfect.
Judy, site inspection, all you need to do is let me know when you'd like to go. We will set you up for now I can see the questions. We can set you up for site inspection and free a complimentary lunch or breakfast with my on-site counterparts, and go from there. The preview option for client, great. Access for free access kids rooms hours, no problem. 7 days a week at the Sheraton's Kids Club, 9 to 5, age 5 to 12, and that is complimentary.
Okay, so I'll go on the next one here. Does the resort offer day passes? And if so, who do I contact?
Yes, and you can contact me on that as well. If you're going on a cruise and you've got a day, I can certainly, again, my counterpart, we can set up a visit and a site inspection and lunch or breakfast for you.
Okay, and then Tammy's saying, I know you offer TA rates for the B&B. Is the rate also available for all inclusive? I think it is all
Yes,
inclusive.
yes. No, it's not. The regular rate is not, but
I
we can add
see.
it. We can add it.
Okay, great. Yes. Okay, sorry, because I just read. Yeah, great. Okay, perfect.
And as Sabrina said, the spa is not included. That's probably the only exception, but it's worth it.
Yes, so worth it. Okay, what time do the pools close?
The pools close pretty much at dusk, but the bars close at 5, the swim up bars. So
Okay.
people can still be out in the pool, but the bars are gonna the service, the poolside service will close.
Okay, and then someone asked, how do you pronounce Buganvillas?
That is a great question because it's Buganvilias, because there's one L. In Spanish with two L's, it's Buganvillas, and I said it incorrectly for many years. But look at there's one L, so it's Buganvilias.
There you go, Buganvillas. Gabriela is the pro. A ver, Gabriela, how do you say it?
Yes.
You're
Oh,
muted. That's the
Sorry.
only thing.
Yeah. It's Bugambilias.
see?
Buganvillas. There you
Sheraton
go, which is,
Bugambilias.
it's a
Buganvilias.
flower, yes?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It's a beautiful, beautiful flower. I don't remember what it's called in English, but maybe you know, Laura Lee.
Bougainvillea.
Bougainvillea. So there you go. So it depends who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Well, this was fabulous. I'm just going to check in our socials if I don't have something extra here to ask, because we know our community has also taken the time to join us on our social media channels, and that is amazing. I think that I've also shared all the contact information there, and someone is going to be a lucky winner of a 2-night stay. You'll find out by the end of the week who that is. And again, there's great agent rates for anyone who wants to experience the properties. And I think that you have everything you need now to know that what a great option this is for your clients. Do you have any final words, Gabriela or Laurelie?
Gabriela?
Thank you so much for your time today. We are so glad to share with you all the updates that we have at the resort and all, for sure the wedding package that I'm pretty sure that we are going to have a lot of wedding together. And we hope to see you soon here at Puerto Vallarta, your home, Sheraton Buganvilias. Thank you.
And for those of you who had questions about the spa groups, the weddings, etc., you have my email, you have my cell phone number. Please reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you. And thank you very
Wonderful.
much for your time. And thank you, Sabrina, for putting this together. I love Spoiled Agent. You guys are great.
Well, listen, all the best with your upcoming wedding. I think she mentioned that real quick, but she's looking at wedding venues with her daughter. This is so fantastic. Lovely things to celebrate. And we're just so glad that you all agents took the time to be here with us today. We know you're very busy. We really, really appreciate you. We hope to see you on another webinar again soon. And thanks for a lovely presentation, Laura Lee and Gabriela. Bye for
Thank you.
now.
So much.